So I feel this survey, right, might backfire because the stats, it might in fact, right, make a misinterpretation of what is actually happening on the ground.
Just say.
Alright guys, do you think you can be attracted to someone by choice or is it a natural involuntary reaction?
Ah, that's a loaded question.
I think it's the latter for me. Yeah,
Why so?
because
he's animalistic, everything is by instinct.
yes, when I see something, there's a reaction. That's where I know. No lah, because I feel that if you ask me now can I choose to be attracted to a guy? It's a straight up no. Because it just doesn't wire that way, in a sense. Okay, so although I feel like it's your nature to be attracted to which gender, right? I believe that environment plays a very big part also. Yeah, so
What do you mean?
like let's just say you are brought up in a certain way, certain ideas are taught to you when you are younger, when you are exposed in maybe a same gender environment for like half of your life, maybe not half of your life, maybe 15 years of your youth. I think that plays a part. Yeah, be big or small. But choose, I still don't think you can choose. Like let's just say somebody in that environment, you cannot ask them to, and they happen to be attracted to the same gender. You cannot ask them to choose the other gender instead, like a normal person. Yeah.
I believe that, like what KP said, it can be influenced.
Okay.
Like based on your environment and based on the things that you grew up with, like what you see or what. And secondly, right, I believe that it is a choice because it's very unstable. It's ever changing. Like I believe that let's say you like a certain colors, you like a certain flavor. When you grow up or whatnot, right, things will change, right? Like your preference or certain things will change, and that's the reason why I believe it's a choice. Because
I'm not very sure about that because okay, you see, can you change your preferences for colors? Yes. Your favorite ice cream flavor? Yes. But can you change your preference for who you want to screw? I'm not sure about that.
so like sexual attraction,
Yeah.
that's the question, yeah.
Because the science on this is not conclusive lah. That's the thing. It is not conclusive. Some people have said it is because of the environmental factors. That also is not proven. Some people have said the way you're born, it probably carries on. You might along the way try to figure out more about yourself and stuff, but it doesn't change based on the environment. Like the environment can influence you to do a certain thing or be a certain way. Like for example, if let's say there is a lady who happens to be a bit tomboyish and she happens to like girls, can she eventually get into a relationship with a guy? Maybe yes. The environment can influence her to do that. But is she happy doing that? Does she feel that natural connection and that natural attraction or not? That's a different thing, you see.
Then what's the argument made for like bi people? So their choice, they are
Naturally
they are just
for
attracted to both lah.
Yeah.
Okay, understand.
So for you, you think it's a choice or natural reaction?
I'm honestly not sure because, like I said, the science is not conclusive. If you ask me right now what is my opinion on it, it's an opinion that is not backed up by hard evidence lah. I would say it is a natural instinct.
Okay.
Because much like KP, I can't find myself being attracted to a man.
Whoa, I don't swing that way, pal.
Okay, so you guys cannot feel attracted to guys, right?
Yes.
So like
for two of us at least.
So for like the people in the LGBTQ community, right? They also cannot feel attracted to a certain gender.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So this brings me to an important issue lah, which is, do you think that Section 377A should be repealed?
This is a very big question lah. I believe that 377A, right, would eventually be abolished, but right now, right, it should be in place. That's my stance.
What's the justification?
Because okay, firstly, right, Singapore is made up of many different races, and each different races, right, have their own different opinions on homosexuality. Like they believe that homosexuality is wrong lah. Yeah, and also right, the fact that Singapore is surrounded by a lot of Muslim country, and they also have they also hold the same stance, right, on homosexuality. So with the Singapore have to make laws, right, for what is good for the people. I believe that it is supposed to be there. It is there. It's good that it's there so that you can sort of like appease the people and also doesn't really offend the countries around it. But with the ever-changing world where we are becoming more liberal, right, I believe that Singapore, as you know, right, they always, like, even the education, they are changing it right now. They are changing to become a more holistic country, right? So we will eventually reach there.
I disagree with that lah. And I feel this way. If you want to put a law in place, you must justify the law. Okay, why is this put in place? I am very strongly against Section 377A of the Penal Code for multiple reasons. One reason is this. It is an act that is unenforceable. So it is in place, but they're not going to do anything about it. If you want to put it in place, justify why it should be there and enforce it. That is why you have a law. You don't put something in there just because you want to appease a certain group of people, but you don't act on it. Then take it out of the law. There's no room for it to be in the law. So that's one reason. The second reason I feel is this. There's a concept called separation of church and state. And basically what it means is people should be free to live their own religion in a way that they want to, that doesn't impact the state, and the state should not take your religion when it's designing its laws and its everything else. Okay, so there must be a clear distance between the two. You are free to live the way you want to based on your religion, but when we enact certain laws, we are not going to consult you. This should be in place, especially for a country like Singapore. Why? Because we have
so
multiple
many different-
religions. We cannot be pandering to each individual religion or anyone per se.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, right, for me, right, I don't know. Do you guys know the reason for the 377A being in place? Because, like you said, Singapore have never enforced it in ever. So why is it in place? Is it because of my reason they want to appease a certain religious group?
It was something that was put in the penal code many decades ago.
Was it because they follow the UK or the
I believe
US?
so, because it
law?
was before independence lah.
Yeah.
So a lot of things were influenced by the British.
Wait for the Queen's God!
Okay, guys, I want to ask you guys, right? Do you believe that 377A should be removed, right? Because it's only targeting the gays, not the other different genders or whatnot.
I got a feeling it's... yeah, I mean that shouldn't be the case, but can it be medically justified? Like, because they say that gays, right, when they penetrate each other or like whatever, right, there's a way higher chance of like transmitting
That's
STI,
That's true.
STD disease, all these sexual disease lah. So I'm not sure whether is that the reason why they are targeting only the gays.
Because if let's say that really is the justification, then somebody should raise this also. But I think it's a very touchy subject lah.
So recently Shanmugam brought this up in Parliament, and then he was sharing that people are unhappy with the Section 377A.
Okay.
So he shared that they will take a look and then see what can be done
But how are they gonna do it? Like,
to find out. Okay, so in order to find out the public sentiment, right, they actually came up with this survey. Which survey? So they throw questions to like people who wants to take the survey. So the survey, right, actually came out on 21st March, but 2 days after that, right, they actually closed the whole survey because the response was overwhelming.
How many responses were there?
There were more than 30,000. So yeah, in comparison with their previous kind of surveys, right, usually it's like a few thousand, but this one went beyond what they expected.
wait, but why is there an overwhelming response? Why is the overwhelming response a problem?
It's not a problem lah. I guess they shut it down because you only have enough resources to look through a certain number of.
Yeah, and I think they are
responses.
manually allocating a person to look through the
Oh,
survey.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, then that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you guys the survey. So over here, I think that Section 377A should be. Then they give 4 different options, and they
Okay.
put why.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So another one is, I feel accepted in Singapore regardless of my sexual orientation and or gender identity. So they give like like, strongly agree. Then usually end of their question, they will ask you for open-ended question.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, they want to hear your voice lah, in other words. Yeah. So, they ask you lah, my quality of life as an LGBT plus person in Singapore is...
Okay, so this one, they probably, what they do is they put one group of people who are already in the community and one group of people who are not. Then they probably get different sets of questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have another kind of question. I feel that the LGBTQ plus community is accepted in Singapore. Then strongly agree to strongly disagree. Why and why not? Yeah. So I feel, right, based on all these questions, right, the way I see the questions structured are rather they want to really hear the voice of the people. Yeah, but for some netizen, right, they actually complain.
Naturally.
Complain about what?
Yeah, so they say, right, hey, why is there so many open-ended questions?
But there's only a certain amount of info you can get from a MCQ question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For those people who complain this, why are there open-ended questions? Please do everyone a favor. Don't submit your responses. Because we don't need to hear your thoughts if you cannot even articulate them in a open-ended question.
Take it and go. Take it and go.
Certain surveys have different rationale. Okay, this survey is not for stats like, okay, how many numbers of people are
Under this
happy and
community.
stuff and stuff like that. They need the reasons one, and with reasons they need to have open-ended question. I feel that is just stupid like the remark.
Okay, I feel when you craft a good survey, you want to have the quantitative aspect of it. So like, for example, the MCQ, you were mentioning about statistics.
Yeah.
So the quantitative aspect of it has to be recorded, but also the qualitative aspect of it. So you want to know what is the depth of those answers. And that can be gotten from the open-ended questions.
And I feel if let's just say everything is MCQ, right, they will for sure complain also, because they will say
Not thorough
it's a
enough.
very limited survey ma. You are giving me the answers to choose, but the answers don't cover everything. The spectrum of the answers you give me is just like that.
Why are you putting me in a box there's more that I want to express?
And with this type of like touchy, sensitive, broad topic, right, it cannot be done with MCQs only.
Yeah.
Okay, can I check with you? Is this an anonymous survey, or you have to...
Yeah, this is an anonymous survey.
And can one person take the survey multiple times?
I believe so, because you don't need to put IC or SingPass, anything.
Because this is my concern. Have you taken the survey? Have you taken? I haven't.
This
also.
one?
Yeah, this one. If I need to take, I will take. But if given a choice for anybody to take, I probably will not bother with this. And I represent the general population. I believe the majority of people are just like us. If we have to take, we'll take. If we don't have to take, we'll probably have other things that we'd rather do.
Yeah.
But
That itself is
there
skewed.
are two groups of people who are very vocal about this issue.
So basically the two extremes lah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are going to see the results of the two extremes. The problem is the two extremes are a very small representation of
the
the
general,
general
public.
population. Yeah. We are the majority of the public, and our views matter more than their views, I feel. Why? Because their views will be skewed to the extreme.
And you can never change the extremes one. What is matter most, right, is the ideas of the people in the middle.
In the center.
We represent the bulk, right?
Because the thing is, if the general public is okay, that's what they're trying to find. If you're okay, actually okay, then maybe we'll repeal and stuff.
Or the other way around.
Yeah.
If the general public is not
it's not
happy,
okay. Yeah.
So let's say this survey is open to public and you can take multiple time, right?
It is skewed already.
They can skew the survey a certain way.
And it is heavily skewed because you can create.
So you need to really write really.
But you know,
And some more, there is no verification in this. I noticed just now got one question, something along the lines of, do you feel accepted, and like why and stuff like that, right? If let's say now you want to sabotage the survey, let's say you are from one camp, you represent yourself as somebody from the LGBTQ community, even though you're not, and then you say you have faced very harsh discrimination and stuff like that. How can it be verified? It cannot be verified.
you just fabricate the whole thing.
Yeah, so that is one issue that I foresee in this. So I don't know whether for sure there's going to be some good that comes out of it. But I'm not sure whether it's really justified to just base everything on the results here lah.
So I feel this survey, right, might backfire because the stats, it might in fact, right, make a misinterpretation of what is actually happening on the ground. Because like what you said, the entire survey is skewed. Yeah.
But one thing I think for sure is that I think the government is open enough to change policy when it's required lah. Because I think the last time they talked about it was like 2007 or something like that. So they feel that, you know, since there are many voices to be heard, they want to do something that is the right thing lah for people.
I think it's important. I think it's important for our government to realize that we are changing and there's a new zeitgeist. In this era, the mentality is different. You need to change with the mentality of the people, the mentality of the global population also. Why? Because if you don't, you're going to be left behind. Just now Joseph was talking about how our neighboring countries are all Muslims and stuff. That's fine. If they want to remain in their place, by all means, let's progress forward. Because the way we have progressed and left them to smell our smoke, they are envious of us. Are we now going to put our foot off the throttle right now and let them catch up? Or are we going to floor and just head forward? Because one of the things about a growing economy, a growing nation, is you have a progressive view on things. Whether or not you lean left is a separate issue, but you must have a progressive outlook on the way you design the laws and everything lah. If you are not even considering repealing, that's an issue. The good thing is our government is considering, and that is a good step forward already. I believe it should be abolished like this stupid law.
Hey guys, we have reached to the end of this episode. Let us know what are your thoughts. Do you think that Section 377A should be repealed? Alright, bye!
Bye.